Hello everyone, it's another week and of course it's another episode of Sister right here on Channel 1 TV. If you're listening to us, this is City 97.3 FM. My name is Kata. I'm excited to be here with you today because you've sent in your letters and we are going to be going through those letters and try to help you solve these problems that you face in relationships. And of course, they're all in the letter. If you're wondering how you can be part of the show, all you need to do is send in your letter via sisterislive@gmail.com and then we will get to read it on the show. My sisters are here. You know, we are all set. Your letters are here. But before we get into that, I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, Gino, for holding us down. Thank you for everything that you do for us, especially with the delicious meals that you help us achieve with every item that is in the market that you sell. Thank you so much. Anyway, before I introduce the sisters, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, the sisters will be right here.
Kudos. Remember what I told you. Whenever you face a challenge, never chicken pout.
Just eat the chicken.
Use Kivo 100% natural 3-in-1 mix of ginger, garlic and onion powder for steaming all your delicious meat, fish and chicken, and also good for stews and soups. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. It's 100% natural 3-in-1 mix.
I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 100% natural ginger, garlic and onion powder. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my day jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right? I've got it.
Now add your Chino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cool. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with a perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. It's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV and City 97.3 FM. That's if you are listening. And once more, my name is Kata. Now, Sister. Well, I do not do this show alone. And of course, if you join us for the first time, I would like to introduce the sisters to you. Ladies and gentlemen, after a long break, she went to enjoy herself in some other continent, and she's back looking fresh and refreshed for the festive season. Rosie.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Rosie, where did you go?
I was planning on slanging, but the slang with the cow. Oh God, I'm eating myself. My cheeks are full.
Let's do it one more time. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Chris.
How's everything?
Everything's all right. I know we're doing good. I had a very nice vacation. I had a lot of burgers, a lot of... Please, let's cut it. I'm back to Ghana.
You're back to Ghana.
I'm back to Ghana.
You're back to Ghana. We
actually packaged some snow for you, but it's melted.
Oh. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And we also have Miss Na, who is joining us once more. Hi, Miss Na.
Hi, Chris.
How are you?
I'm fab.
Excited to be here?
More than excited.
Okay.
I was looking forward to this, so
right.
Happy to be here.
Right. Anyway, ladies, the letters are here. I hope we're all ready to go through it.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get straight into the letter of the day. I'm going to start with the first one. 2 letters of the day, actually. All right, so we have here, dear sisters, I'm coming to you today because my heart is heavy and my mind is in turmoil. I'm married with a 5-year-old son and we welcomed a new baby just 3 months ago. My husband is a building contractor who truly loves his work. He has always been hardworking, but for a long time things have been very tough. Some days he went to work and wasn't paid. In fact, some days he goes to work. I think this is a mistake from the letter. Some days he goes to work and doesn't get paid. Other days there's no work at all. I did my best to support us with my salary, but after giving birth, I could no longer do as much as I used to. To make matters worse, I lost my dad 2 months ago. He was the one person who supported us whenever things became difficult. His passing hit us emotionally and financially, and since then we've been struggling to make ends meet. Out of love for my family, I still went out and used some of my contacts to help my husband get a good, well-paying job. But I thought things would finally get better for us. Instead, after 6 months at my new job, my husband has after 6 months at his new job, my husband has completely changed. He has started womanizing openly to the extent that he is now in a serious relationship with my own best friend, or used to be best friend, because I wouldn't call that person my best friend any longer. The betrayal cuts deep. I'm shattered and confused, and so many thoughts are running through my mind every day. But I am not a bad person. I don't want to act out of anger or anything or do anything that I will regret later. This is why I'm turning to you, sisters. I feel like I'm breaking down. I need guidance, wisdom, and strength. Please advise me. Rosie, you were...
Oh, I'm just...
That's the third.
Because, to be honest, taking the letter as has been sent, you can't imagine that when he finally put things together, he would have this kind of reaction. Because initially, the description she used for him was that he's hardworking, he's, I'm sure, supportive until he lost his job, right? So which means that I would expect that if he loses his job and finally he got it, unless, of course, playing the devil's advocate, unless, of course, in the moment that he lost his job, he felt disrespected by his wife. Unless, because there are some women, yes, they are taking care of the home, but they keep reminding you, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and do you know how food gets on the table? Even the dress you are wearing, do you know how much it costs? Then I got it for you. Even this thing that you wanted, sometimes they do it not intentionally, but because they are frustrated having to take up responsibility of the whole house. So the only thing I can think about is maybe during the process where things were tough for him, the woman was all in his face about the fact that everything is now on her to do, and she's now stomaching everything to the family. So now that he feels like he's now come into himself again, he's also disrespecting her in turn. But two wrongs don't make a right. And when people get married and they think the other party is working, because all those things feed into our decision as to who we are going to get married to. Whether I want to get married to Debbie Debbie, I want to get married to Abindada, or you want to get married to, whoever you want to get married to, all those things are considered before. So when things go wrong, you can't expect the other party not to be shocked. The other party is shocked and they'll have to react. She probably has to change her lifestyle, change a few things to be able to, make sure that the family stays afloat. So it is very unfair on the guy's part, that now that you seem to have some money, you now want to rub it in her face. Now that being said, you see, I have a problem. People can accommodate people who cheat sometimes, but there are some kinds of cheating, for me, is so disrespectful. It is dirty. It's all, for me. I can liken it to living with an enemy. My best friend. How did it start? How did it continue?
At what point?
At what point did they, where?
The audacity.
Yes, the audacity. You see, go and do it somewhere, and that somewhere maybe you don't want me to see. You never expected me to catch you, but unfortunately, because I know somebody who knows somebody, I get to find out.
Yeah.
I I'll still be angry, but I respect the fact that you are tempted.
You took it far away.
I'll just remind you that for me, you can't hide anything. My antennas are very sharp. I'll remind you. But at the end of the day, at least I appreciate the fact that at least we the but not this one that is right under my nose, my best friend. How did the conversation even start? And for me, all of this, that is my biggest problem. If you do, why my best friend? What signals are you trying to send? What information are you trying to send to me? Which space? And you have 2 kids. One is just a baby. So I can imagine what the woman is going through psychologically now.
She's going through a lot.
Because when you have a baby, well, especially in Africa, Ghanaians, they don't believe postpartum depression is real, but it's very real. Where you have to put your life on hold, things that you could do, you couldn't do anymore. Everybody is telling you, oh, congratulations, well done. Some people wish they had babies, you've gotten yours. But you don't know the depression, some of the turmoil, the things you battle with in your head.
Even emotionally.
Emotionally, there's so much that goes on that you can't even express. Because when you express it, they'll think that...
Nobody will understand.
No, they'll think you're not even grateful that you have a child. You think that you should be grateful that you have a child. You should be grateful that, oh, God has given you a child, others don't want it. So they don't even appreciate your complaining. And it's called a complaint when you're actually telling them what you're going through. So I can imagine what she's going through right now, and I feel sorry for her. Now, what to do? You see, I'm always big on having a conversation about where you are headed in the marriage, because it's not a relationship. If it's a relationship, I know what to say. But if it's a marriage, you can't just get up and break marriages like that. So I want you to have a conversation about where you are headed. But what I want you to note at the back of your mind was that at the time that he wasn't working, you were able to take care of the family by yourself, including him. So which means that the ability to take care of your kids is not in question. True. You can do it. It's just stressful, but you can do it. Because your mental health is very important. He didn't just cheat on you. He didn't just disrespect you. He didn't just alienate you, but he chose to do that with your best friend. And for me, it screams an intent to destroy, an intent to hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's where, for me, I have the problem with. So for me, have that conversation, have that deep talk. If you have to see a counselor, see a therapist. Let them try and counsel all of you to see where you've got into. But for me, if he had just cheated, I would say that, look, sometimes when guys are broke for a long time, when they have money, they want to convince themselves that they have money. So some tend to do very silly things. That will not last, by the way. They just do it to convince themselves that, oh, now I can now splash. So they'll do 1 or 2 silly things. But this is not silly, this is stupid. You understand? So for me, and wicked, your best friend, for me, it's not something I would condone. But I don't know the dynamics of your marriage. So I won't be here to say break it or don't break it. However, have that conversation, do your therapy, go and see your counselors. But most importantly, don't lie to yourself. Do what you have to do, but keep at the back of your mind that when you had to take care of the family, you were able to do so, and then make your decision and then move.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, Miss, now what are your thoughts?
Right. I think Rosie has explained, digested the case and what where it stands and all of that. So I think I'm going to come from the educative perspective of this case. It's a sad story, but it's not new at all. I think we hear this a lot. The fact that husbands are chasing after their wives' best friends. But I think that's also the essence of this show. The fact that we are here as sisters to educate, inform, and remind you about the things that you may have been slagging on. Keep awake and bear in mind that things like this happen and know what to do. For the purpose of education, first and foremost, I think I've heard a lot of good things from this story. The fact that a wife that has been supportive, he's been there for the husband, even when things were very bad as concerning financial problems and stuff like that, to the point where the wife's dad had to come in and help their financial struggles. For me, this is a great woman who is posing as a supportive wife, and she has done great. But you see, there's always 2 sides of the coin. And most of the time, those who write the stories to us, we hear their side of the story. We are unfortunately unable to hear the man's side, but we can only diagnose it based on what we have. Like you said, men cheat. It is not right for them to cheat, But I also believe, especially based on experience and some counselings that I've done, that they don't cheat for nothing. You know, they don't cheat out of the blue. Before a man moves away from his partner to go seek solace from another woman, there's always a reason. As to whether the reason is a good reason or not, it's another case to diagnose. I think she should analyze what went wrong around the time when the husband was having the financial issues and the work issues. No, men go depressed when they don't have the do without to help their family. It makes them less of men. And so when they're going through those moments, and as a woman or a wife, you don't handle that space very well, then a lot could be going wrong. And the last thing they will do is even come and speak up, because already they are dying slowly inside, knowing that they are unable to fend for their family and living on the woman. It actually breaks a man. So around that time, you have to be like extra sensitive, like you said, what to say, how to treat him. I think she really does need a lot of wisdom, like she said, a lot of wisdom. She needs strength and she needs grace to be able to work around the man around that moment when he's weak. Now, if that didn't happen and the man has now drifted into the cheating space, for me, that's the sad part of the story. The fact that he's cheating when he has gotten all this help from the woman. I suspect that it's not just for nothing that the man shifted to cheat. There could be something that went wrong somewhere. Yeah. So that communication, that conversation has to happen. And like you said, if they need a counselor or a mediator to sit in to be able to diagnose where, the ship hit the rock, then they have to do that. My advice to her is that it's not right that the husband is cheating, but if she really wants to hold her home, she should use a lot of wisdom and not push him too further into going bad. Like you said, it's marriage and not a relationship. You don't want to break your home. Things happen, and if you've been able to hold a man who was with zero money, was not working and everything, you supported him, I think it's another moment for her to apply some feminine feature of trying to resolve whatever is happening. The man cheating with the best friend. I take a pause because I feel like what I'm going to say will be a bomb. But I heard, I don't know how true it is, that they do that to pepper the women. Rosie, is that true?
That's what I'm saying, that unless
apparently they do the best friend thing when they want to pepper the woman. That is why I'm thinking that maybe something went wrong somewhere around that season, and to come back on a revenge, he felt like, I have to go to your best friend. But it's so wrong. I'm sorry, lady. May God give you grace, wisdom, a lot of wisdom.
No, but
to manage.
But if you're a man who wants to use my best friend to pepper me, then
you're low. I don't need
no,
you.
Yes.
Well, but wait, I actually have a question. I heard what both of you said, and you said something about postpartum depression, and you said something about because we do not know the man's story, but in situations like this, it looks like the woman might have done something while she was helping him. And Rosie also said the same thing. But we are forgetting that this person has 2 children. Already it's hard to handle a toddler. The boy is 5 years old. She is mothering the baby. The man is sitting at home. Did we ask ourselves, the way you sort of assume that, okay, maybe she must have done something, why are we also not assuming that during that time the man was not even helping her with things that are supposed to be done? You cannot be working for a boss outside, taking care of a 5-year-old and probably taking care of an adult. How did the man also help?
Okay, there was a statement that she made. I was going to ask that question, but I didn't want to sound insensitive. You are the woman.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you are in control of your reproductive system.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you have a 5-year-old. The man was not working. Why did you bring another baby?
Exactly.
You understand? The man is not working. There's already pressure in the home. There's already pressure on you. Why did you allow yourself to get pregnant again and have a second baby?
Right.
You see, that's what I'm saying, that look, some of these things, when you say it, it hits a raw nerve because it feels like you're not sensitive. So it's not. So if you had one child and even the man was not helping and there's pressure on you financially, why allow yourself to get pregnant a second time?
Yeah.
You understand that? On that note, all I'll say is that look, And all women, when they are hit with that responsibility of taking care of the home, women feel that because they are putting food on the table, sometimes you tend to emasculate the men. Emasculating the men means everything you are doing for the man, you are reminding the man, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing that for you. Now the man will be quiet because he knows that this thing has to be done. And it's something a lot of ladies do. We don't do it intentionally, say, I'm doing it to hurt you. But you are just doing it because out of frustration, out of stress, out of whatever, they are just doing it. Maybe instead of saying that, oh babe, you know what, I'm tired, can you help me with this? Now,
But does she even need to? Does it need to get?
No, hold on. Listen, no. Hold on. When people are getting married, there are dynamics in every marriage. There are some marriages where the man can provide anything you want, but he will not take care of a baby. And that is their own style. Yes. So I've actually heard a lot of people say, some cannot even take care of. Look, me when I have my babies, until my babies can stand and walk and express themselves around 2, they have no business with my husband. It's not intentional. He just doesn't know how to handle them. He can't decipher their cries and their things. He can't do it. But once they start working, he can handle them, take them out. Though even at 2, 3 o'clock, they started washing bikes and doing things. So he can have time with them. So there are people that naturally cannot do that caring, even if they wanted to. Now, there are things that initially when he was working, you never called him to do. It wasn't what was existing in your marriage. So if now you need him to do that, there are ways of going around it. Yes, ideally, the man should know that, oh, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. But when you want to bring a man's attention to do something for you, how you bring it is also important. Just like with the women too. That's why there are some women too that when men disrespect them and do a manner of things, the moment they also get their what they can do, they'll just leave you and then do what they have to do. Yes. So at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is that, look, let's not put the blame on somebody else, should have. I think we need to own our space and own what we have to do. One child is already stressful. You allow yourself to get pregnant, and now you are so stressed, and you're putting the blame on who?
So what if we've seen one scenario that is maybe she was, frustrated, and then there was a bit of disrespect. That's one scenario. So let's look at the other scenario. What if she's telling the truth? Maybe there was nothing like that.
No, she's telling the truth. Nobody is saying she's not telling the truth. But you see, what causes a man to feel disrespect? You have no idea.
No, but we don't know if he's really disrespected.
No, hold on. I'm saying that what causes a man to feel disrespect? Sometimes you may not even think that. You see, it's not like you are out to disrespect the man. No. So she cannot report that I was disrespecting the man. But what makes a man feel disrespected? Sometimes you'll be amazed. Sometimes Kra say what is sikano, like taking the money to even put in his hand. A man can be disrespected by that if they are macho. So what makes it? I'm just saying that, look, let's look at what really happens, what is on the ground. What she's saying is not a lie. It's very true. But the thing is that, like Miss Na said, there are always 2 sides to a coin. And sometimes until you hear the man out and hear his psychological state and what he went through at that time and how he felt at that time, you can't possibly diagnose it fully. So at the end of the day, I'm just thinking that, look, whatever it is, counseling, therapy may help to an extent. Where you need to apologize, you apologize and move on if you want to maintain the marriage. But both of you now have to work hard, because now there'll be trust issues in that you've managed to have an affair with my best friend. So now it's not even about cheating, it's about trust. Can I bring my friends around you, things like that. So at the end of the day, those are the real questions to be asked. But I think therapy, counseling is extremely important in this case, because I'm sure that something definitely went wrong. And I'm sure that she too, because of the kids and the stress and the postpartum depression, there are hormones at play. She probably also did certain things that is you blame the hormones, but the man will not blame the hormones, because it is how it's making him feel. So let's not make an excuse for the woman and say, oh, maybe postpartum depression, she's stressed with the kids. He is also stressed for being jobless.
But there are people that go about it differently. They
are different. They're different.
I've seen men that lose their jobs, and then they come to the wife, you know what, I want you to hold it down for a certain period of time. I would get back together. And they understand that, okay, I am holding it down for a certain period of time. And it actually do work for them. I don't know how God does it, but
no, it works for them because at the time that the wife was holding it down, is the way you hold it down. It's not about holding it down, because every woman holds it down, whether we like it or not.
Actually, that's true.
Every woman holds it down, but it's the way you hold it down and how you relate to him whilst you are holding it down, and how much you remind him that you are the one holding it down.
But also,
because I've also seen several cases where there are men who, after the wife has held it down and they succeed, they splash it.
Right.
So there are people like that, because the reason why I'm saying that something must have gone wrong was because her own introduction didn't give the man's character as somebody who was bad, because he was everything until he lost the job.
He has always been hardworking. But for a long time, things have been tough.
Yes.
So he's hardworking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Until,
we don't
until
know
he lost his job.
No, he's hardworking, but we didn't know if his hard work was actually producing a lot of money.
No,
well,
come on.
Some people can be very hardworking.
But when a woman says,
can be very hardworking, but we know they see nothing.
but you felt for it.
You said yes.
You went for it. Chris,
but we know they see.
I know that you always want to talk for the women, but sometimes let's be accommodating on them, because you see, when I hear somebody say something positive about the partner, it's not the partner saying that, oh, I'm the good one, I'm the best one. It means that at least they're giving the person some credit.
Yeah, it must be true.
And most of the wahala started because he lost the job, and then the bigger wahala started when he now got a job again.
Now
that's why I'm saying that something could have gotten lost along the way. It's possible. It's even possible that even whilst the things were happening, you see, don't trust his best friend. So maybe whilst the things were going down, this best friend probably passed the back somewhere to go and be supporting the man small
and gave him money.
And was giving him money small.
The wife probably cooked came from the best friend.
Thank you. And maybe on the blind side of the wife.
Anyway, ladies, we have some messages. We have some messages from our Facebook followers. Regina Yersop say, hey, men always seem to know who they truly love only after they made it in life. It's sad, but trust me, fight this battle on your knees and God will not forsake you. Honestly, guys, I'm just adding this. Honestly, even if I have to fight it with my knees, if I pray like this and then God helps me, I don't think I'll go back to you.
Personally, no.
No, for knowing that you've slept with my best friend. No, that's too much for me. It's like you can sleep with my sister. Atobo Noah says, do your very best to assess the situation carefully. Since you were the one who helped him get the job, you understand how these things work there. But don't allow anger to push you into actions that may harm you or your integrity. Handle everything wisely and let God fight for you. Evans Edusia Darley says, you can only judge a man when he's financially stable. That one I really believe it. True. Some will be poor like this, like this. I love you, I love you, I love you. When the money comes, it's not you. Cindy Nana entry says, men, one. Men, one. Men, one.
How many times? Three
times. The exclamations keep increasing every time. So what at all do they even want in this life? Women are just tired of hearing the same story every single day. Amele Otu says, hey sister, you've really been through a lot. You don't deserve this kind of betrayal from two people you trusted. Take heart and God will carry you through. And it's true. I also agree with what you said about now that she has a baby. Charlie, the emotions will be running wild. Everything. Amma Kumsin says, your strength is admirable. Even in pain, you are choosing wisdom over revenge. Keep the spirit. You will not fail. I don't know how to not do revenge, but Adra entry says, so man, when things get better for them, that's when their true colors show. My sister, be calm. Calmer is patient. Well, that's true. John Asel, this betrayal from your best friend alone is enough to break someone. Please surround yourself with people who truly love you. You need support now more than ever. It's true, because she might go mad.
I have a word. Am I able to say?
Yeah.
Okay. You said something like you're not sure if you cannot do the revenge, and the thing is that I think what I want to say is that, see, marriage is an institution that was established for a reason. And as a Christian believer, I'm always, very big on the fact that God instituted marriage right from the beginning of creation. Hence why he created a man, and then he created a helper, and said 2 of you can achieve this life purposefully if the 2 of you combine your effort. And the man accepted it, and he said, this is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, and it is good. That is where it all started.
How romantic.
That is where it all started. You see, managing regular relationship, we can treat it differently. We can say, well, you hurt me, go, I don't want you anymore. But once you go to the altar and say, I do, you have committed 2 people becoming one to a master who is the driver of the relationship. He orchestrates things and he directs your path. So if you have problems, just like, let me go back to, you went to buy a television, okay, from Hisense. No, maybe I'm not going to hype Hisense, but you went to buy a television and your television got spoiled. If you bought it from a particular vendor, why go give it to another vendor to say, my television that I bought got spoiled? Why don't you take your television to where you bought it from, so that the person who sold it to you, who knows it best, who knows where they bought it from, who knows probably even how it was made, to fix it for you. A lot of us are driving cars that we bought from a certain source, and when they get damaged, you want to take it to a wayside mechanic to fix for you. I'm using this social example to come back to marriage. That if you took your marriage to an altar and you took it before God and blessed it before God, I want to encourage everyone that when you have this marital issue, if things are crumbling in this relationship, remember the source. Remember where you went to bless the marriage from, whom you committed the marriage to, and go back to him and ask him to help you. And here's why I said she indeed have said it herself, that she needs strength, she needs wisdom, and she needs grace. And indeed that's what she needs right now. Because you're dealing with a man you cannot even understand. We cannot sit here and even diagnose what was going on in his mind at the time the woman was helping him. I'm so sure even around that time, if he was really planning to cheat, he was just waiting small until his hand is holding on to something. You can never read this person's mind. And none of us here can say that we can read the minds of our partner and know what they're thinking and know what they'll do to us tomorrow, ever. So there's something divine.
And when you've shown us, they've shown us.
And if you can rely on it, if you can rely on that, unless you didn't, that's what I'm saying, that it's different. When you're in a relationship, you've not committed the relationship to any altar. So you're on your own. Whatever happens to you, you're on your own. Whatever happens to the lady, she's on her own.
Let me just summarize that. Look, listen. The man was an okay man. She didn't really have too much wahala with the man. The man went through a tough time. The lady had to hold stuff down. And now that she's managed to get the man out of the woods, because it was her introduction that got the man out of the woods, also having a newborn, there could be hormonal imbalances, postpartum depression. The man also cheating is also aggravating issues. The long and short is that nobody deserves to be disrespected because they are no more working. They need to be shown the same love and respect as though they were working, because marriage is not meant to be rosy all the time. The same way, no woman deserves to be cheated on.
Right.
Because they are probably not as slim as they used to be. They are probably not as cute as they used to be, or as loving as they used to be. Once you're in a marriage, I think that both of you owe each other respect. Right. Both of you owe each other love. Both of you need to be considerate of each other and respect each other. Look, listen, this thing about respect and liking each other, because sometimes love is overrated. Love, we throw it around, but it fades. Sometimes it's not, you can't even find where the love is going. But when you like somebody, you respect somebody, that is what is going to prevent you from doing things like this. So for me, that cheating is so inexcusable. Even the disrespect towards the man when you're not working, I can even excuse that because it is out of frustration, out of stress, out of this. It's not right, but I can understand that, okay, this is the reason why. But for you to introduce my property, because that thing is now my property, to now give that property to somebody other than, like, to give that property to somebody who I call my best friend, for me that is total disrespect. And I will not condone it. That's why I said that, look, because it's marriage, like Miss now we want to say, we don't want to just get up and say, break, no. Because something that is a deal breaker for me may not be a deal breaker for somebody else. And I believe that whatever you took time to do, you need to at least try and salvage it to an extent. before you take your final decision, so that when you take your final decision, you own it.
Yeah.
Because not a situation where you take decision, I'm leaving. After you leave, then you now become the man's girlfriend.
Which is worse.
No, you still become a girlfriend to the very man that you have left.
Which is happening.
Yes.
No.
So at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is that, look, both of them should just sit down and talk. Because during that period, if the man was hurt, this is not the way to react to it.
Right.
At all. And at least I like the fact that the woman has brought it here for discussion, which means that she wants to work at it.
Right.
But beyond this, they should seek a couple therapy, or she has to go alone, bring the man also over, whatever it is, they should seek some form of therapy so that they can all be happy.
I believe that when it comes to therapy.
But the therapy doesn't always, listen, when you say therapy, it doesn't mean that at the end of therapy you'll be together.
Exactly.
No. So listen,
can sometimes go your own way.
But the therapy would also prepare you for the going apart.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you're emotional, I'm leaving. But when you actually leave, what does it do to you?
Exactly.
How can you handle being alone? Somebody that you have spent X number of years with, somebody mentally you have decided that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. So leaving is not as easy as picking your back and moving. So sometimes therapy is not always like, oh, once you go to therapy, it's not always like at the end of the day they will say be together. Some therapists, after going to therapy, we don't recommend that look,
that this can't
go
work.
separate ways.
Yeah.
So the fact that we are saying go to therapy doesn't mean that at all costs
You'll be together.
the marriage will be together. But for me personally, as Rosina, if my husband ever had that kind of a relationship with my best friend, I don't need therapy.
I know what to do.
No, I don't need therapy. With my best friend, I don't. For me personally, I don't need therapy.
Me personally, I don't need therapy. People are just asked to stay in places that they actually do not belong to. But anyway, we have a last message. Sister, pray. The battle is bigger than flesh and blood. Take it to God before you take any decision. He will give you clarity. And this is by Selom Chikata. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go to the next story.
After this fufu and pepper soup, I go score goals like them the dash points.
Kivo 100% natural hot pepper. Good for your jollof, stew, soup, shito, spaghetti, and noodles. Kivo hot pepper. Moko show.
I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 100% natural hot pepper. Champion taste.
Now 10% extra pepper in each pack.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right? I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cool. Tasty.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hi, and welcome back to Sister right here on Channel 1 TV. And if you're listening, it's City 97.3 FM. And my name is Kata. So we've gone through the first letter. Now it's time for us to get into the second letter. All right. So the second letter, dear sisters, my name is C. I'm a 35 years old lady, and though not married, I'm currently in a committed relationship. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. He's sweet, caring, and very loving. And in so many ways, he treats me well. But there is one thing about him that has become a growing concern for me. He gets irritated very easily, sometimes over the smallest things. If I get home late from work, forget to switch off the TV before bed, or even comb my hair at night after bathing, he becomes visibly upset. These are things these are things I feel should be normal and easy to accommodate in a relationship, but with him, it becomes an issue. Sometimes he won't speak to me for days, even weeks, when he's upset over these things. I love him deeply and have always pictured a future with him, but lately I'm beginning to wonder if this behavior could affect our marriage if we choose to take that step. A few days ago, something happened that even troubled me more. We were out for dinner, but when my boss called me, I picked up briefly, but he got very angry, stood up, and left me at the restaurant. Sisters, I'm confused. Is he dealing with something internally that I don't understand, or is it simply who he is? I love him so much, but I don't know what to do anymore. Please, sisters, I need your advice.
In this circumstance, I think she should ask herself. If she's asking us whether she should consider a future, which is marriage, she said how the guy treats her well, buys her goodies. She loves the guy so deeply. My question to her, which she has to figure out, is what is marriage to you? What do you define? On what grounds do you define marriage? Is marriage a thing of purpose for you, or is it a thing of desires? Then you can really underline what you want to do. So the next thing is love enough? Are the goodies enough for you to make a decision? That's the question for her. Then to digest the situation, you're living with a man that is definitely obsessed about having a girl, and she has you. He's obsessed about things and not substances of a relationship. Hence, the reason why he reacts the way he reacts when you even touch his door and you don't touch it right, you don't turn off your light right, stuff like that, and that gets him upset. Such a man, back to my way, like, it gives you a narcissistic vibe. If a man is possessed about his things than about the relationship he has with you and how sensitive he should be around acting towards you, and then he reacts, then you should actually see that as a red flag. And bear in mind that narcissistic people are abusers. They will abuse you without limits, without stop. They love things than they love human beings. They will choose everything else over you. They are love bombers. They will treat you with all the treats that you think that will keep you on your knees until they actually get you on your knees and slay you to the ground. And that is when you will really know whether you are a woman or you're just something to him. And I think I'll end on that note.
Listen, she just hit the nail right on the head. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Look, this guy is screaming abusive.
Yeah.
He's screaming narcissist. Because, see, I like men who like tidy. My husband, for instance, likes tidy. But the difference between him and this guy is that he won't force me to do it because he likes tidy.
Because he enjoys it.
He will do it. He will do it himself.
Yeah.
So he's not going to come to the house and say, "Oh, there's something on the table," and come and give me stress over it. Before he says that, he will take it, clean it. So if he comes to my house, you not even think that there are children or toddlers there. They have toys and everything, but as soon as you finish, it has to be packed up neatly somewhere. That is his vibe. So you understand that and you can play with it. Now, things that concern me, how my wardrobe, the inside of my wardrobe looks. You can't react to that.
Yeah, it's mine.
You can advise me about it. Whether I comb my hair before I sleep or not.
But who comes to hair before
you see, thank you. You see, that's the reason why I have locks.
Don't tell me to wear makeup for you.
That's why I have locks. I don't know what my hair looks like at any point in time. That's why I have my locks. And people say, put it in a satin look. I sleep with the locks flying all over. That is me. You understand? So at the end of the day, I'm saying that, look, when people are trying to control you to the minutest detail, when you eat, whether your mouth is crooked or it's straight, whether it's symmetric
or you're chewing loud.
No, that one is annoying. You understand? But you see, there are certain things that once they start doing that excessively, it's one thing commenting that, look, babe, I don't like the way you chew. Could you do something about it? Or I don't like the way, oh, I prefer it when you do this. That's different.
Or even laugh about it.
Or laugh about it.
Ah, this your head.
But this one, you're not even married yet. And he's getting married at very petty things.
He's getting angry.
He's getting angry. So he's getting angry at very petty things. He's getting angry at things that, look, if the person leaves the light on, just turn it off. Or say that, look, babes, you know what? Now electricity bill is high, so when you say you're coming, remember to turn it off. But don't get angry. The kind of anger the lady is expressing is alarming. For me, it's warning signals all over. Now to top it all, he gives you silent treatment. See, anybody who thrives on silent treatment
is a bad person.
Is a narcissist.
It's true.
Because what they do is that, like she said, in the beginning, they love bomb you with items, with material things. And you know,
money. We
are ladies. We like soft life. No matter how hardworking you are. Look, even if you have $1 million in your account, you still want his 10,000.
Right.
That is how we are designed.
Right.
You understand? So initially they will love bomb you with all of these things, a trip to here, a trip to there, get you a new phone. As soon as the phone gets released, they get it for you. They do all of these things, and in your head you think, oh, this is love and attention. Then quickly that translates into, because I'm doing the control. Then when it translates into control, then along the line it translates into this sudden burst of anger, because there's so much holding back they can do. The more they are deep with you, the more they misbehave.
And the more they
so
expose themselves.
On the outside, I would look at them and go like, oh, what a sweet couple. Oh, he just got a car for his wife or his girlfriend. Oh, I saw them on a dinner date. Oh, this is so sweet. But on the inside, the closer you get, the more of the monster you see. And this is where you are. The good thing about this is that, and this is where being in a committed relationship for me is a plus. Because if it wasn't a committed relationship, she wouldn't have seen the signs. Because the man wouldn't have revealed himself to him that early. Because they don't just meet you and start showing you the signs. They start love bombing you, like she said, nicely. Then as the relationship goes deeper, when you expect things to rather get better, then they start going worse. Because now you're a familiar person. Now they can unleash on you. Now let me tell you, madam who is texting, let me tell you something. If you make the mistake, I usually don't like don't go. But I always say that, look, it's easier to break a relationship than to break a marriage. Relationship, you carry your bag, you walk out.
Adios. Bye.
Marriage, me now brought myself, I want to marry. Family will come. Don't do. After family has agreed, okay, fine, go your separate ways. You go to court. Court will say, don't do. So far as you are still living in the same house, it means you can work. Try and live apart for 2 years. To show that, yes, you can truly live without each other. Then in that 2 years, if, let's say, somebody invites you to a party and decide to go together, it looks like I can work it out. Then after property sharing, all those things start coming in. So for me, I say that when you see these signs before you get married, it's actually good for you. In this case, my sister, pick up your bag and run.
Can I say a word?
Because it can only get worse. It's not going to get better. Pick up your bag and run
for your life.
And the sad part is that as soon as you make the effort to run, he's going to come back
for you
and love bomb you even more. He's going to make you feel like you've lost something. Either that, or he will start dating somebody close to you.
That's what they do.
To make you feel like
you're missing
this
out
is what you could have had and you are missing out.
That's a very, 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 very serious, conversation we just had.
Hey, my breast has gotten shorter. Let me adjust it.
Anyway, I mean, let's get into some of the comments here. So Lena Gilbert is saying, when I first saw he is sweet. Oh sis, I was ready for a romantic story. I thought we were about to tell us about how the man was so loving. Only that he has. Okay. Let's get to another one because this was not clear. Dear God, sis, why did you do this to my heart? You know the story started off so sweet and everything, and everybody's now confused. How can you put sweet and all those nightmare behaviors in the same human being side by side? My darling, You don't love that man because you cannot give what you do not have. And what you clearly don't have right now is self-love. Please pull yourself out of that misery and go pour some love into yourself first. Okay, when you are busy loving yourself properly, then that's when the right man will locate you. Isaac Asiedu is saying, hey, there are some signs you need to advise yourself. Even picking your boss call, he's upset. Sis, if you can't handle or talk to him about his behavior, then pack out. Why? You'll marry and he won't even permit you to talk to any man on earth, not talking to your girlfriend for a week over an issue this small. That is bad. And Abiyu Young Success is saying, this is just the frying pan. I believe you are already not comfortable with the heat. So imagine when the frying pan now gets into the fire. Well, I think I agree with all of them.
Yeah,
I agree with all of them. And this is where I will say, you know, you don't like to say leave. Leave.
No, but me, this one, I made an exception.
Just leave. I'm not even going to say it slowly. Leave. Just leave. Because this is too much. But then again, sisters, thank you for so much for joining me on this show today. I love the different thoughts, you know, and ideology that came from everybody. But then again, it was a good show. And to everyone that sent in their letters, I hope this helps somehow, okay? And I hope you find the help that you need. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll be sharing my final thoughts.
Kudos. Remember what I told you. Whenever you face a challenge, never chicken pout.
Just eat the chicken.
Use Kivo 100% natural 3-in-1 mix of ginger, garlic and onion powder for steaming all your delicious meat, fish and chicken, and also good for stews and soups. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. It's 100% natural 3-in-1 mix.
I'm a match winner. But the real champion is Kivo 100% natural ginger, garlic and onion powder. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
This is AFCON, my friend. Everything is a competition. Everything.
Join our family for AFCON Morocco 2025 from 21 December to 18 January. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right? I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cool. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy Jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hi, you are welcome back. It's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV. And if you're listening, this is 97.3 FM. My name is Kata. So we've had 2 letters read on the show, and we want to say thank you to each and every one of you that sent in your letters, and also a big thank you to the sisters for sharing their thoughts on each letter. Now it's time for me to share my final thoughts on all. The first letter, I mean, everybody kind of says like, oh, I'm straight to the point, I'm mean and all that, but the truth is, with the first letter, the disrespect of sleeping with the best friend is actually something someone cannot phantom. Like, I cannot phantom it in any way. I mean, they say men cheat, so even if you want to cheat, why cheat with your wife's best friend right when your wife has a baby? And in fact, there are 2 children she's taking care of, a toddler and a baby. So it just makes it hard to to understand what was going through his mind. Like the sisters were saying that maybe something happened, but whatever happened was not written in the letter. But from what I think, because of what was in the letter, I think this lady should actually, first of all, take it easy on herself, because it's a lot. This is a lot of emotional turmoil to deal with. This is a lot of emotional abuse to deal with, because he's doing it openly and not hiding it. So she must be going through something that is heavy. What I would say is probably leave the house. Go to your parents' house. You need to be surrounded by love at this moment. You need to separate from all this. Get yourself first. Heal a bit before you come back and address this issue with him and decide if you want to stay in it or not. Because some people can handle betrayal and some others cannot handle it. But if you continue to stay in this situation, in this environment, I don't think it's going to get better on you when it comes to your psychological need or your emotional needs. It's only just going to get worse. So maybe it's time for you to just move away from that situation. Go to your sister, your brother's house, your mother's house, your father's house, or even friend's house. Just move to a place that you can actually get your mind off these problems. Heal a bit. Heal. And maybe stay in that place and pray, and then be strong, and then come back and deal with the situation by having a conversation, seeing a therapist, a psychologist, a counselor, and then you can make your decisions from there. But you need a straight mind and a right mind to make those decisions that you would make. And the second one, about lady being in a committed relationship with a very, touchy man, a man that does not have his emotions right. He gets angry over little things like turning off the light, like combing her hair before sleeping. I really don't have much to say on that one. All I can say is just leave. Leave before you lose your life. Leave, because when you get married, it's not going to get better. Leave because the signs are showing you right now. Leave because you can see it. You have tried. Leave because he gives you silent treatments over little things like your boss calling you, what gives you money, what puts food on your table. Leave. Just leave. If a man would, give you silent treatment, not talk to you for a while because of little issues that you can sit down and talk about as two adults, leave. Let's not even get into the marriage. Don't even send us a little letter telling us that you've gotten married and then we should. No, just leave. Anyway, thank you to each and every one of you for sending in your letter. We hope this helped you in a way, and we hope you get the needed help and find the lasting solution to all your problems. But then again, a very big thank you to Gino. Gino, thank you for holding us down always. I mean, you give us the best spices, you give us the best peppers, you give us the best rice to, create our stews, our rice meals, our sauces, our soups, and all that. Thank you so much. My name is Kata, and it's time for me to say bye-bye. And this has been Sister Sister.
National Thanksgiving Service for Ghana. Hallelujah. After Bakasia 2025, Basso Mimneda, 20th December was 10,000 crying. And upon us on 7 a.m. Team, let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Psalm 150 verse 6. Momadia huminina enye radiaye. Music ministers, award-winning minister Selina Boateng, NKG, DJ Paloma, and others. Mawafadienye Bibia Ghana Huasha Sudiewomu. Aglo International Penny for Tunsafro Bibia. But for Bokasia 2025, Saturday, 20th December was 10,000 crying. And upon song. Kai Nafa Vuvuzela, tambourine, white handkerchief. Whistle, and it be beer the year radia bra. Near him and sa and share radiani mwenyam. I hope be glorious. Be a glow for Jesus.
Lumuwa wananga hem.
11,000 unapunguza.
Wewe niambie ndakupatia.
Nipatie basi 10,000 francs.
Mimi nataka kutia 7,000.
Na uko mtu nana nishachoka juu ya kutafuta hizo francs. Saa ile munjia shikaza kakaangu.
Ina chimba kolta basi njoo maana utaniponya da.
Uko mchimba basi ile kolta yenye unachimbaka hii besho mbo itakuyalishia vya mingi kushinda hii be.
De 6 7 8,000. Yewe jumbe nkiri umwana mbega nkiri umwana numvaga tunabi nyamerika nani ubuzima bwahise buncanga mbitambitamo ibyo gucimba twebwe abacimba tujyaga umusozi n'amabeshe yacu imari ziba ziri mu condo none kugira nzigero nanjye ngihindura icondo yewe ndo mukimba wa korota nonzi ikikora nta nubwo nziyihaga ariko nayibonye umudamu wanjye rashe na alliance baba babonye nase babara
Alors tazama kuwaka haiko na waka. Sasa maana kile alimentation ndio ilikufa.
Ile alimentation ndio ilikufa.
Hii
ndio alimentation telefone, tuma telefone na waka. Kolta iko
ndani.
Ndio. Ungo mama tuma za mingi, ungo tuma za mingi sasa nitazana kolta ndio na kompyuta telefone yote.
Chrome
ndio. Usichokoze sana.
Oh, okay.
Hii ni bafu. Tukisha na torchi. Hapa imewaka bien?
Imewaka.
Ulisema na torchi?
Torchi na waka.
Hapo utanipa tu 5,000 francs.
Le monde moderne ne peut plus se passer de notre coltan. Depuis 1997, où les multinationales ont découvert le coltan, ce sont eux qui alimentent la guerre ici chez nous. Il y a eu des guerres à répétition. Numbi a été détruit. Il n'y avait que 2 maisons qui étaient restées debout. Ils avaient même enterrer des gens dans des charniers sur cette colline. Le malheur du Congo, ce sont ces minéraux. On a tout. Comme faune, comme flore, comme sol, comme sous-sol. Vraiment, c'est un paradis. Mais nous vivons en enfer.
Nja mwarume ya niko na duza ndio niko na bamuloko mwenye alikuwa aliwawa juu ya banteramu na petit frere wakamuchomeka makisu mpaka akakufa. Mpaka nilikuwa mtoto ndio nikiingia mwarume ngali nanianguka chini. Mpaka kwa leo hata tuko mla polisi, lakini kama binajitokeza tunapasha lumbane tu.
Alta polisi.
Bwana wa mwizi. Leo. Bwana wa mwizi wanakia iba kichanga yetu hapa hivi.
Mchanga baliba baki iko wapi?
Mchanga balikuwa washaifikisha hapa mbele. Sasa ndio tunawaleta hapa kusudi watu kusadike walibeba wapi.
Ah, okay.
Ndio.
Ni polisi. Bubafungule bakamba.
Kia kaka.
Sasa babaki tunawanga ku biro, tufanyiza bankete yetu.
Ndio ku biro. Kamba gani?
Fanya mbio mkwe kwa japo.
Aisha maandiko.
Hapa napiga. Piga.
Nani anapiga bunduki?
Kama napiga risasi. Huko mwenyeona kwenye masasi inatokea. Balikuwa bawili. Labia? Tusikokole sana mwe sababu mkuzi kwa.
Alitoroka saba alipiga masasi.
Tena pita pale mbele yu. Ah, bona. Mumtafute mumupate. Unamwona?
Hata si hivi anaingia mlima nyumba.
Unamwona? Leta hiyo. Non, kugawanya tse. Merci. Iko $10, $20. Iko $20. Na twende ku biro.
hari intambara yigeze kuba boye mbega yadutse umuntu ugambaga ururimi rw'ikinyarwanda abatomboki baramutemaga natwe nk'abajene ngo kwicungira umutekano twe nk'abaturage nabonaga urupfu rutunguranyije kabisa ku buryo ki muvanye hano mujyanye ku muvuzi bufura n'ibitashoboka
Yashamba kuchokuya naguza.
Donc muri make kunca indege ni ukubona ko umudamu wanjye naba naragiye mwabiriya.
Alias. Nipa. Tunipe bro.
Mpata papa.
Pati.
Mwambie vimeisha.
Mbona limeisha?
Imeisha.
Na sosi.
Na sosi. Ile makuta yako nilugeresha iko wapi?
Hakuivita.
Nani?
Kwa yeye.
Sikukupata.
Ni ngapi?
Walisivita.
Ilikuwa ngapi?
Alichukua masipo.
Nimeshazuza makao. Umeshiba Alias?
Je localise ces matières premières, les ressources minières que nous trouvons en RDC. Ça va? Nous avons les cuivres. Les cuivres. Ok? Nous avons les cobaltes. Ok? Nous avons les zinc. Nous avons aussi l'uranium. Cette matière fabrique des bombes atomiques. Ça va? Les bombes atomiques. Et il y a ce que vous avez appelé les coltas ici. Toutes ces matières ici, c'est ce qui se trouve dans les sols que Dieu nous a donné comme un cadeau dans toute la République démocratique du Congo. Alors, est-ce que nous sommes intéressés, nous, enfants de la 5e année, Epenumbi, d'aller dans la carrière et laisser les études? Non. Quand vous allez là-bas dans la carrière, vous laissez les études, ça va vous conduire à être de bandits. Ça va? Oui. Vous mettez votre vie en danger. Et ce danger nous amène à la mort. Nous avons notre frère ici, à Konkwa. Où est-ce qu'il est? À Konkwa. À Konkwa, son papa était assassiné ici. N'est-ce pas ça? Oui. Sa mère n'est pas ici pour chercher de l'argent. Qui va dans la carrière encore parmi vous? Après cours. Qui va dans la carrière après cours? Moi. Ils ne font pas cacher. Vous allez dans la carrière, n'est-ce pas? Après cours.
Lola mangeza na peto yulu na furiaka nikwe mekanisien. Asa wapendi minera aende mkarieri. Watikana mtoto mkarieri wanamwambia bia wanamnyang'anya matiri zake na wanamfunga. Wanamnyang'anya na beshi. Unaona kalijua kakwa kunware yulu unasema kanikamatiru. Ndani kuna pitfereje nina watupa matiri napata makuta nauza muinforme ubie viatu. Mama nendaka inapita miaka 4. Tora alikuwa na seza alituchunga kamie.
Sutole bro, sokshale itatakata na mikono.
Jambo?
Jambo sana.
Mitu nawa kama masuzi
zishaisha.
Hata tulisha kawia.
Mwezi ya kwanza mlipashwa lipa mwezi ya kwanza inakuwa mwezi ya
hapana ilikuwa kama mwezi ya 3.
Mlilipa mwezi
ya 3 ndio
tulipa. Sheria inasema hivi.
Ni mwezi wa kwanza
sheria inasema hivi. Mkwe mnakuya kama mnataka mbele muanze kazi. Inabidi mpate carte de crédit. Inauza $16. Fiche d'identification ya SAEMAP inauza $10. Yote ni $26. On a multiplié par 2000 francs congolais.
52
000. Uko na ile 52 000.
Itakupa
kwa sababu hatupanake hii document deni. Hii haiko ya deni. Wewe ni ujumbe Sebahutu Claude. Uliowewe na huko mchimba? Ulishapana mali kwa kuna hivi.
Hapana siapata dote
mimi.
Mimi nikipata juu niko mchimba.
Zone d'exploitation. Unachimba kafasi gani? Kusite minier gani?
Bachimba tunakuwa Sambaraga. Bakituambia hata na rumbishi zinapatikana saa hii tunaenda chimba.
Asubuhi na mnaenda? Siko nabakia na mwanamke mwenyewe uko mzuri. Inabidi wewe mwanamke. Unapana mali, unaikana naye mnyumba, unakuwa unamletea rasio. Unaleta rasio kwa nyumba wewe? Hapana, wewe unamalizia franga zote ukali.
Mimi napana rasio kawaida tena.
Uko unapana rasio, bibi yako iko kwa nyumba. Unamchunga mzuri. C'est très bien.
Mfikao kulumbe tukapendana naye na pale tukashikana naye pole. Ame tunanisoda. Alikuwa premier Serge. Nilikuwa naifurahia sana. Nilikuwa kana woga juu nawaza pole wanatuia. Kisha tukaenda na Mungu anatusaidia tukaingia sasa tukatoka huko tukafikia huko. Chimba. Kaya iko na raha we. Kata.
Iko tari meeting ariko bo bari kuyisukura wa. Agiye kuyiyora. Agiye kuyifata kibakira manutse kirabakiri.
Kuchimba kugeza ufundi.
Ugiye chimba uri gutembera fare ngo chimba. Amo guchimba. Imani yaguhaye. Sikabona ubundi ashaka ubundi buzima.
Odi. Karibu.
Je, jamaa tembea vifungiwa ndio.
Niletee kilo.
Kulika? Mbona tabu chafu tulishatengeneza kabisa.
Zino mari zacu uraduhereza 50,000.
Non. Ufata 25,000.
Ah ya peu.
25,000.
Bosi
napatia 12.5. 25,000.
Hapana.
Hapo mwana wapatie 30,000.
Umwe basi tutilele 5,000.
Hapana, 5,000 hapana.
Bosi na wewe.
Sasa yeye atatosha nini?
Atatosha nini? Hapa kuko nakosa nini shukiro nyali? Hamuno dushora kwa dufite umucanga. Kwazigeza kwa bosi kwa kumvara duhenze n'ukuntu twazibonye zituye.
Neme Frederiske byose agabiye ugasanga natugaye.
Okay, Jumbe.
Oui.
Makuta gani ngakawana?
30,000 yanyu ngiye wane. Ngaga moya subire murebe.
28,000. 29,000 miko na zinaenea. Sawa.
Mnafurahi?
Ndio.
Mbona msheka hata?
Tacheki.
Unaweza cheka.
Tunatembea tu na cheki.
Tunauza minere hapa na wachimba. Wanazifikisha hapa kunyumba. Sitosha uchafu yote. Apre kueneza 50 kilo kufunga. Nina ibeba ku centre de négoce. Kinyugu kuko probleme moya tu ubandi. Huku kuko ni mwingine yenye hatuwezi sema kwa juu inala ndio rebel ya kwanza. Unasikia? Kama huko wasoda tumika, huko maele, huku kwa doze, unashtuka na kwa baru. Wizi kubaliwa urembo zetu polisi.
He has sins. Iyo abantu basinze niho n'ibintu by'ivanguramoko biza nyine bakaba banabipfa bakabipfa kwanza bakanarwana. No habaye intambara abantu benshi barapfa ariko imari ntizapfuye zarahasigaye zirahari.